Warm welcome to Diski Talk with Luyolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, I discuss all things Kaizer Chiefs as I have a special feature-focused episode where I look at Mabiliso and Kearyn Baccus. So when you have a look then at these two players, one in Kearyn Baccus, who plays as a midfielder for this Kaizer Chiefs side, and then Mabiliso, who plays as a left back. So we will then start with Mabiliso. So in the past couple of days, Stuart Baxter did come out and mention that Mabiliso still lacks certain basics, and that is why then we haven't seen him feature regularly, which then was quite a surprising statement considering the fact that this is a player then who was doing very well at AmaZulu, and a player then who also, when he got his opportunity in this first Soweto derby for Kaizer Chiefs, he played very, very well. So it was just surprising then, especially considering the fact that he's one of the most young, talented players within South Africa, and he also possesses very good qualities when it comes to his position as a left back. And when you have a look then at Mabiliso with regards to what he offers you, so within vertical zone 1 then, in the left wide channel, Mabiliso then, when it comes to the offensive side of things, he can push up, and whenever then he does push up into that pocket of space, he's able then to deliver those quality balls into the box, as he's actually got a very good technical skill set with regards then to how he looks then to play the final ball. And also then when you look at his decision making within the opposition half, he's also a player then who knows what to do in certain situations, and a player then who's able then to take care of the ball, you know, so he doesn't lose it cheaply and he makes the right decisions. And then when you have a look at it then from a defensive perspective, so when you have a look at it then in 1v1 defensive situations, this is a player then who's very solid, and a player then who's also able then to position himself adequately. And overall, when you have a look at Mabiliso, he's got potential then to become a complete left-sided fullback. However, there are a couple of things then that he would obviously have to polish up on, and especially then when you have a look at him getting game time and him playing consistently, then he would mature into a very complete fullback, because he's just got so much quality. It's just mind-boggling how that he can't really get a chance within this Kaizer Chiefs side, especially considering then that they are playing Reeve Frosler as a left back. And as much as Reeve Frosler is an ambipedal player, but you would like to think that Mabiliso should be playing at left back, considering then that he is a natural left-footed player, because then when you do play a natural left-footed player in vertical zone 1 within the left wide channel, he does give you that natural width. And when a player then is able to give you that natural width and they're playing on their natural side, they tend to be a lot more comfortable with regards then to the first touch, looking then to receive the ball on the back foot and looking then to have that progressive first touch. However then, when we move on right along then, you've got Kearyn Baccus. So with Kearyn Baccus then, this is a midfielder who possesses so much quality for this Kaizer Chiefs side. And when you have a look at him then, what he offers then to a midfield. So he does offer then ball progression within the heart of midfield. He does then also offer you that ball retention. This is a player then who knows when to rotate the ball. He knows then when to ensure that he must slow the game down. And he can put his foot on the ball and ensure that he controls the game within the heart of midfield. So it's just been surprising how he's also not featured much throughout the season. Yes, of course, we do know that as of late, he has been getting those appearances where against Baroka, I think he had a very good performance, and then he started on the bench against Orlando Pirates, which was a bit disappointing for me, because then if you're talking about continuity, then after a player has such a good performance against one team, you'd like to think that he should keep the jersey. And then against Orlando Pirates, he did come on, and he was then at certain moments able to ensure that Kaizer Chiefs were able to progress the ball from the heart of midfield. And when you have a look at him, then he is then in his last 6 months of his contract, and there hasn't been word as of yet with regards to if the contract will get extended. And as the months do progress, and as the season comes to an end and there's no communication, then it kind of tells us that this is a player who might not get that contract extension, which then I think would be disappointing, especially considering the quality that Kearyn Baccus possesses. I just think that this is a player then who should be getting that contract extension and can add so much value to that Kaizer Chiefs midfield, especially considering then that within the heart of midfield throughout the season, Kaizer Chiefs haven't really been good within the heart of midfield. They've struggled at times, and when you have a look at a player like Kearyn Baccus with regards to his qualities and his technical skill set, he does then offer you a bit of that quality within the heart of midfield, and he can then be that player then who looks to control things within the heart of midfield for this Kaizer Chiefs side. However, it remains to be seen then if he will stay on, or these next couple of months, or the last months, we're seeing Kearyn Baccus in a Kaizer Chiefs shirt. I hope then that he's able then to have a couple of good performances, which then would convince the management otherwise. And then when you have a look at Mabiliso, hopefully then this is a player who can get a run in the side and can prove himself, because then he has so much quality, and this is a player that has got so much potential, not just for Kaizer Chiefs, but for Bafana as well. However, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know at home, what do you make of Kearyn Baccus with regards then to his skill set and what he offers the midfield for Kaizer Chiefs? And then Mabiliso as well, considering that he's not getting game time, and this is a player then who possesses so much quality and so much potential as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to yet another special episode of Disky Talk with Liolo. This episode was proudly brought to you by Manscaped. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code DiskyTalk at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code DiskyTalk. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Signing out.